The arrangement here is a kind of variation on the exact arrangement that he had in the main alley in Giverny, but they are all the flowers that he himself had grown throughout the garden. I'm Professor Paul Tucker. I teach the history of art at the University of Massachusetts, Boston, and I'm the happy guest curator here at the Botanical Garden. This is the only time that an institution has been able to mount an exhibition where there are actual original paintings by Monet together with his palette and have the flowers that he himself grew as well. The main alley led down through his property of about 2.5 acres. Then you had to cross a road and a set of railroad tracks, and you came to his water lily garden, which was dominated by his Japanese bridge, which we've recreated here as well, painted again in its traditional Monet green colors. Eastern orientation of the Japanese bridge and the water garden was documented in a letter from 1891 where Monet is going to be welcoming a Japanese gardener to Giverny itself. It's the one piece of evidence that we have that we know that a Japanese individual actually came to his property. One of Monet's most favorite trees was the weeping willow, and so you have small weeping willows that are here too. He really felt deeply attached to every plant, but the trees, the weeping willow in particular, were really projections of himself. There's a whole variety of water lilies and lotus plants that are planted here, some of which Monet in fact planted because we know that from letters that he wrote to a company that actually sold water lily seeds, but the garden has supplemented it with a whole variety of other ones. Monet was a prolific artist. He painted well over 2,000 pictures during the course of his 86 years. The two that we have here bookend his time in Giverny. One comes from 1900, and it's a picture which really begins to suggest the kind of energy and love that Monet had for his garden. The one from 1915, there's a description of the irises, but at the same time it seems as if it's about much larger issues. That these paintings, and indeed much of Monet's late work, is due to the beauties of nature that he struggled to capture throughout his entire life. And here in the Bronx, you can have for the very first time the very same flowers that he grew, and you can experience a kind of energy and poetry that they provide and that he tried to translate into paint.